What's good, Wave Gang? It's your boy AP Waves, back with another video, man. And listen, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. If you're already a part of the gang, thank you for all your support. Continue to keep supporting me, and we gonna keep going crazy with the videos. Like I said, we try to get at least one video up every single day, right? So with that being said, you guys knew that this video it was coming. We just did the top 5 champions that were most accurate, right? You know, most comic book or even MCU accurate, right? So if you do the 5 most accurate, you gotta do the 5 least accurate. And I just want to let you guys know, this isn't gonna be like the top 5 overrated champions. This is not bashing Kabam or these champions. It's just, hey, I love the comic books, right? And I feel like I have a good understanding of, you know, if these champions are accurate to their powers in the comic books. That's all this is, right? So I'm not hating, you know, I'm not throwing shade. I'm just trying to bring some stuff to your attention or entertain. That's all I'm here to do, is just entertain, okay? I'm not here to bash the company, because at the end of the day, they made a game that I've played for 5 years, right? So I can't talk too bad, but that's just me personally. So with that being said, let's get into this video. Right now, pause it and you put your list down there, right? Let's have a little interaction. Let's have a little back and forth. Or if you don't want to put a whole list, just put a champion that you might think I missed out on. You know, because this list is just my opinion personally. So we're gonna start out with number 5, and we're just gonna lump these champions together, and that is going to be the Hawks, right? OG Hawk, Thor Ragnarok, Immortal Hawk, Red Hawk to a certain extent, because in my opinion, he's the best Hawk in the game. And if you guys know comic books, right, which most of you do, that's why we all play this game, you know that Red Hawk is not the strongest Hawk. He literally has a cap on his power. OG Hawk, Savage Hawk, Immortal Hawk, limitless. Literally limitless power. So it's weird how, to me, She-Hulk has the ramp up, right? Has the crazy ramp up damage, when that's Hulk. That's his thing. Hulk is known for being, you know, pseudo immortal and being the strongest there is. That's literally his catchphrase. And the common theme with all these Hawks in game is none of them hit hard. Even Red Hawk, like, you ramp him up, he hits relatively hard, but he's not by any means the hardest hitter in the game. And my thought process is, Hulk smash, Hulk's the strongest there is. Can at least one of these 25 Hawks that you have in game be the strongest there is? So you're telling me it's zero Hawks are the strongest there is? I don't understand it. Me personally, I don't understand it. But hey, I'm just bringing it to you guys' attention. These Hawks are very watered down versions of what Hulk should be. Especially if you're gonna bring Immortal Hulk into the game. For you guys who read Al Ewing's Immortal Hulk, you know this man is, true to the name, immortal, right? So that's my number 5 on the list. Now we're gonna and like I said, this list isn't just, oh, the character's bad, it's on the list. No. I just want to put that out there. I'm going off of strictly accuracy to their abilities in the game, to what they can do in the comic books. Just as another disclaimer before we continue on in the list. Some of them might be that. Some of them might be, yeah, this character is a straight lemon in the game, but in the comics it ain't like that. So yeah, it's going to be at number 4. It's going to be, we got a little scrolling down to do. Sorry. You guys might think this one would be higher on the list, but I got him at number 4 because he is like criminally underpowered in this game. Sentry should be at least at the very least, Sentry should be on Hyperion's level. My personal opinion, he should be higher than Hyperion, right? Because I'm under the impression that Sentry in the comic books is stronger than Hyperion, if you ask me. I mean, the man's tagline is the power of a million suns. You know what I mean? Like, he's basically Superman on steroids. He literally can bring back people from the dead. Like, he's like his regeneration factor is one of the highest in Marvel Comics. He went toe to toe with World Breaker Hulk, and he's just in this game. Although he's not completely useless, he's right next to it. Okay, if useless is right here, you see what I'm saying? He's like right here. He's the next door neighbor to useless. So he's not completely useless, but he is. He's a big miss, but I don't want to put him too high because this is really just a there's no way I can sugarcoat this. This is just bad. You know, this was just a bad character design through and through. Okay, so that's where I'm gonna leave that. Now, number 3, I'm gonna have to go with Nova. Okay, because I don't really understand where they were going with his abilities, because I think here's where I think Kabam kind of went off the tracks with this guy, is they kind of try to go too far into his rocket, his speed, which is, yes, that's a big part of Nova in the comics, but that's not it. Nova is more of he should be more, in my opinion, should be more on the Captain Marvel movie type tier, in my personal opinion. And I just don't think that they brought that together. They're like, let's just play fast and dash mediums and auto blocks and a bunch of abilities that I don't really think translate to what Nova actually does in the comic books. Nova's a very strategical fighter. He's a cosmic heavy hitter, and in this game he's just a defender. And there's nothing about Nova. See, this one kind of throws me off, right? Because there's nothing about Nova's ability in the comics that says to me this guy is going to be a defender. So I don't really see this one. Okay, so so he's gonna be at number 3 on the list. I wanted to move him up, really, and I thought about putting him at number 2, to be completely honest. But at the end of the day, I believe that the character that's at number 2 is, in my opinion, in the comic books, stronger. So with that being said, it kind of pushed him back to number 3 in my eyes. And so number 2, right, is a champion that I'm very disappointed in, because, for an example, Captain Marvel movie was very well depicted from her movie form to her character in game, right? But this character, which is going to be Thor Ragnarok, just totally missed the mark. Because not only is that bouncing back and forth really annoying, like, I don't know why they make characters do that, but in the Thor Ragnarok movie, once he got his lightning ability, he was OP, and like I said, this version of Thor, I'm not I don't even know if they really have him in the comics. Not too familiar if that is, but I'm just going strictly off the movie. This is going to be another one like Captain Marvel movie. This one, he like the cap on his SP3 doesn't make sense. Power. I don't know why they went power gain route. I feel like think about it. The way that they made Black Widow Deadly Origins, don't you think that should have been his kind of like if you just take his ability, right, or her ability and put them on him, to me that makes more sense. Like, this dude was literally just channeling lightning through his body in the movie. He went toe to toe with Hulk, and won if it wasn't for him getting shocked. Spoiler alert if you guys haven't seen Thor Ragnarok, but it's like it translates to the game like 0%. Like, the abilities just kind of were missed. I don't know. I don't think he should have been a power gain champion. I think he should have just been more of a damage over time, high DPS champion. The character looks cool, other than him, looking like a. I don't like that part. But I feel like he doesn't get talked about enough for buffs or tune-ups. I feel like Thor Ragnarok should be high on this list because, like I said, he's right in the boat with Sentry of being right next to useless. I think he almost is useless, and if he doesn't get a buff soon, he's gonna be straight in the useless category. So that's that's number 2, and I really think number 1 might surprise you guys because this is another character that I'm gonna be basing off of the movies and kind of in a way of like how did you get like the contrast. I want you guys to understand what I just said about Thor, right? Thor Ragnarok, and apply what I said the opposite way to this champion, and that is Ghost. Don't get me wrong, in my opinion, Ghost is the best champion in this game. And what? Why? How? Like, did I watch a different movie? Did I not watch Ant-Man and the Wasp? Did I watch something else? Because she lost to Ant-Man and Wasp. You know what I mean? Like, they ended, I mean, she didn't really lose, it was, but that she was the main villain. Like, understand what I'm saying. She was the main villain in Ant-Man and the Wasp, the movie. And she is the best champion in the game, or second best, okay? If you want to say Quake, or you want to say Ghost, regardless, there should be, and I'm not saying nerf Ghost at all. I love Ghost. She's one of my favorite champions in this game. But I'm just not understanding how, though. My dad is, like I said, shout out to Triple J's Comics and Collectibles, comic book owner. My dad is, old enough to be my dad, and he's been collecting comic books since he was a kid. And I talked to him about the game, right? I keep him updated. He asked. Shout out to my pops and my mom and pops. They buy me iTunes gift cards for my birthday, for Christmas. They don't even have to ask what to get me. They know that I play this game, and that's what they get me. So shout out to mom and pops. But when he asked me, like, so who's the best character in the game, right? And I'm like, Ghost. He's like, Ghost from the Ant-Man and Wasp movie? And I'm like, yeah. If she's not the best, she's the second best. And he just doesn't understand. He's like, well, what about Silver Surfer? And I'm like, Silver Surfer to me is cool, but he's not, not even top 20. And he's just like, well, that doesn't really make sense. And I'm like, I get it. but I don't get it. I get that it doesn't make sense, but I don't get why, this is the way it is. I'm not saying she needs to be changed at all, because she's beautiful champion, love her, but that is not the name that needs to be with that champion for the abilities that they have. I'm perfectly okay with this, OP of a champion being in the game, but it just doesn't make sense to me why it's this champion. But with that being said, I want you guys to let me know what you think, what you would have done differently to the list. And by no, if you guys made it to here, by no means is this made to be negative. I just want to bring to the attention, like I said, if you're gonna make a right on the money, you gotta make you to miss the mark. You know what I mean? So with that being said, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. We're gonna be back with daily uploads, man. Like I said, we're trying to get the 300 subs before Cyber Weekend. So with that being said, hey, share it with somebody, share it with your alliance mates. You know, hit the like button, like I said, and we're gonna keep grinding, Wave Gang. So yeah, that's your boy AP out, man.